Stay tuned, I have a bit of a message for my viewers here on the Homestead. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I just want to offer a huge thankful appreciation to all of my viewers who have stumbled upon this channel that I've been taping for the last 4 years and creating a homestead and carving out a life for us, me and my family, here in the mountains of the Pacific Northwest. You guys have made it a real joy to be able to provide these shows for you, and it also gives me a ability to vent some of my creativity that I have. Yeah, it's just been a real pleasure honing my skill in videography and learning the skill in videography, especially when the camera crew was here when we were filming this reality TV show for Discovery Channel, when my daughter built this nice greenhouse behind us. Thank you for staying with me and sharing the adventures that we've been having, and a lot of the triumphs and some of the tragedies we've endured. Life is life, even on the homestead and in a little bit of paradise that I'm trying to create for us up here in the mountains. Sometimes it's been hard to come up with content for you guys on a regular basis, as I only can do projects as material and money allows. And then it takes time to be able to list, like animals, when I raise the animals and list them on Craigslist to generate some funds to be able to buy more material to go ahead and create that project and build that project to film it for you guys to be able to witness. I do want to point out some projects I have coming up in the near future. In the Backyard Mechanics series that I've created for my show, and you guys understand this, the format of this channel is like I formatted it kind of like a magazine, a homesteader's magazine on how not to homestead, but also giving you guys some clues and ideas and sharing with you things that I'm learning as I go along. For instance, the Backyard Mechanics series, in trying to save money and doing it myself, my next project is getting my pickup, my big 1-ton dually Chevy pickup, up on the rack and replacing a seal around the oil. It's an oil adapter that the oil filter goes on that pumps oil through a cooling system, so it doesn't overheat, and that's leaking, so I got to get that replaced, and I'll do a how-to video on that as I learn how to do that. And so that's one of my Backyard Mechanics things I'm going to do. I also have to get under the hood of my Outback and replace the the exhaust manifold gasket. That thing is leaking, and I was trying not to drive the car around too much because of the leak. I didn't want to ruin the engine, so I want to get that done before winter sets in. I also need to get into some more beekeeping and my beekeeping series on my magazine format, if you will. I also have to get into the garden. I've made an appointment with my daughter. That's right, I had to make an appointment with my daughter because we both work. And we're going to get into the greenhouse this Friday and start doing some major work in the greenhouse and get ready for fall crops, and also get the garden ready for fall crops on the Homestead Gardening series. I also want to take you guys into the kitchen and show you some of the things I've come up with, like my own homemade recipe for peach pie. This recipe does not use sugar, so it's something the whole family can eat and enjoy without being tested by what sugar does to the body, which for a lot of us it's not a good thing. I also want to take you guys back in to the barn, and I'll share with you my continuing saga of rebuilding that barn. I do want to get it ready. It's primarily built for milk goats. The goats have been born, they're growing, they're not weaned yet, so we're waiting for them to be weaned, and then I can go pick them up. But in the meantime, I gotta get this barn done. But I've been working so many hours. We've been so short at the hospital with the type of work that I do, that I've been putting in a lot of extra days, a lot of extra shifts. So it takes away from what I can do here on the homestead. There's not much left to do on the rest of the buildings. I pretty much got those done. I just want to get all the animals ready and set for winter. Get some livestock prepared into the freezer for the winter, and pretty much get the homestead all situated. And I do want to work on the front of the house. My plans for the front of the house is to build a porch and then get the front landscape, because I haven't done hardly any work at all on the front as far as the yard goes, except for backfilling some dirt. All of my focus on the homestead has been primarily the house, the outbuildings for the infrastructure, and the livestock and the garden. That's where my focus has been. The front yard took a back seat because it's not that important. I also want to get some fruit trees in this fall and get them planted, because I want to plant a small orchard. I want to add an apricot tree. I've got an apple tree, a cherry tree, and I also want to add another pear tree because the other one died. And let's see, there's another tree, a peach tree. I'd like to get a peach tree up here too, and some different varieties of berries. I'd like to try some of those goji berries and get them, they're like a superfood. I want to get them in my garden too. So that's the plans for the homestead for the coming seasons, and that's the reason why I haven't been producing many videos on homesteading itself. But I'm going to really try to get in there and try to get some stuff done for you guys to be able to come back and share this adventure with me. Hang in there, folks. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I am the host of Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, a small homestead which is modern. We're tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. We're geographically located west-southwest of Crater Lake National Park, which is in the central southern Oregon region, and so that's where we're at. Other than that, we'll see you guys in more videos. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and also the most important thing is if you can hit that share button and share my videos on social media. That will help broadcast my channel to more viewers, and that really helps us out financially to be able to get better camera equipment, because I'm still working with a camera that was given to me, and I'd like to get a better camera to get better quality for you guys. So we'll see you guys in more videos. Bye bye.